Hello and welcome back to the When You're podcast, the podcast for when you're doing anything. Today we're talking about when you're snackish. So I think everybody has like a go-to snack or something that they keep on hand, you know what I'm saying? For every now and then when they're like, man, I'm in the mood for such and such, or I want to snack on this, or I have like a little bit of free time here, so let me just get a little quick snack in, nothing too heavy, you know what I'm saying? Not a meal, not like a big meal, but more like a quick little fix, you know what I'm saying? Just something to nibble on when you're in the mood, or maybe you're like, I'm hungry, but I gotta wait till dinner, or like I'm hungry, but let me, you know what I'm saying? Like you're like you can't go full in, right? You just can't do a deep dive. Otherwise, you're gonna eat too much, or you're gonna go too far. So like a little snack here and there, right? Like that's the idea. That's what we're working with. So I feel like everybody has their own snack, and snacks are they range from, something completely easy, like you just open a bag and you eat like a bag of chips or whatever, and then they range from like you gotta put some time, a little bit of effort into it, you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that like every now and then you gotta do like a little prep, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of prep, like maybe if you're gonna freeze something, or if you're gonna I don't know, make it by hand or by scratch or whatnot, like stuff like that, right? Like little simple stuff. But anyways, I guess I kind of already said it, but like the most simple one are chips, and chips go with just about everything, right? Potato chips, sun chips. You can do Doritos. You can do. They fit any and all criteria, right? They can be light and salty and just the perfect amount of crisp. They can be, well, the way that they work is they can pair well with a meal, but it's like you don't want the actual main course, you just want the side. So that little snack just helps push you a little forward, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the healthiest option. I'm just saying it's the most common option. It's what a lot of people do. And I think for me, my go-to chips are, I guess, Doritos, just like Cool Ranch or nacho cheese, something like that. Well, I mean, our Takis are like, I guess those are chips, yeah. I'm just kind of like, what's the right word? I think that those are like specialty chips, or like what's the right word for it? They're just like yeah, they're chips, all right? I don't even know what I'm trying to argue with here. They're chips, all right? Those are like probably my go-to, mainly because I just like the spice, the heat of it all. I really enjoy it, and it goes just with about everything. But yeah, after that, let's see, what other snacks? Pretzels, like the little mini pretzels. Those ones are really good. They have like they can be a little salty. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm kind of like, I want more bread, or like more pretzel than actual salt in there, but I think the saltiness of it kind of helps out sometimes. I remember I had finished my run, my half marathon last year, and they passed out bananas and pretzels, and I was just like, pretzels. I was like, this is cool, you know? And I think it's because of the sodium levels, or like the salt, just to help you out, which is great, which is really, really good. I just remember sitting down after that run, and I was looking at my and I got the pretzels out, and I was like, this is exactly what I needed. The only thing that was missing was like cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like just like those little cubes. You know what I mean? Or those little like protein. I mean, that's another snack, but like that's more of like a. I mean, it's a protein snack, but whatever. Like I just wanted those little cheese cubes, but the banana and pretzel were absolutely fantastic, and then they had water, so that was great. But pretzels definitely a go-to. What other snacks are there? Goldfish. Oh my gosh, the snack that smiles back. Oh, you know what else there is? There's goldfish pretzels. Yeah, those are the bomb.com. Those are really cool. I really like. Those are probably like the one that I snack on the most, or the ones that I like always want to have, because they're just so perfect. They're very, very delicious. You know what? They also have the flips, the chocolate covered pretzels. I really like those. Those are a special occasion, or like something here and there, right? They're not like a constant snacking. They're more of like a sweet little salty treat whenever I come across them by chance. I can't consistently eat them every single day. I mean, nobody can consistently eat it every single day, but I'm just saying that like they're chocolate covered, so then like the chocolatiness of it is really good, but like what I'm trying to say here is that like it's not like I eat them on the side of anything, right? Like they're more so like, okay, cool. Maybe they're like a movie theater snack, right? Like, oh, okay, I ate all my popcorn. Oops, you know what I mean? Or like, I'm not gonna eat any popcorn. I'm just gonna have like these pretzels. Like they're just like a solo snack. You can't have them on the side with anything, which is what we're focusing on here. I don't even know why I'm talking about sides. This is just snacking. Anyways, goldfish. Man, I lost track. They have all kinds of goldfish. They have the regular goldfish, the baby goldfish. They have they have those pizza goldfish. Man, I forgot those existed. Those ones were really good. Then they have like the rainbow colored ones, which are really nice. Very colorful, but they're not that much different than the original ones. So it's just kind of like whatever floats your boat. If you want like a colorful snack, then you go with the rainbow goldfish. If you don't really care about that and you just want to eat whatever is available, just get regular goldfish. But I remember I had this big box of goldfish and I had to share it with my whole class, and it was just that's probably my earliest memory of those goldfish, is just like passing it out during class or like snack time or whatever. Very good stuff. And then let me try to do something that's not like like in the chip or cracker family. Fruit snacks. Fruit snacks are delicious. You remember the Scooby-Doo? Everybody remembers this. The Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Those were amazing. Those were spectacular. And I have to tell you one other thing. There was like the blue one. I think it's blue Scooby-Doo. It's like this blue one, all right? I remember very distinctly, very definitively the feeling when you open one of those Scooby-Doo fruit snacks and I would eat them. And guess what? I found there is a lotion, okay? This is going to be a little weird, but there is a lotion that smells exactly like those fruit snacks, okay? I can't remember the name of it right now, but I definitely found it, and it is delicious. It smells fantastic, and it just reminds me of those fruit snacks. It's just, I don't know why I thought to mention that when I'm talking about snacking, but these are the things that go through my mind. But yeah, the fruit snacks are also really great, and then just like the regular Welch's fruit snacks, those are absolutely delicious. You just have them when you need like a little pick-me-up, or it's like it's candy but it's not candy, it's just like it's just a fruit snack, you know what I mean, just on the side, just to pull you through whatever you're fighting through or whatever until lunch or dinner. Anyways, let's get a little. All right, let's focus on healthy options here because I don't want to make it seem like I just snack on, Doritos, pretzels, goldfish, and fruit snacks. All right, so there are good healthy options, and the healthy options more often than not are probably things that you can implement into your life a lot better, and that are probably make you feel a lot better throughout your day. So I think the first one is Planters peanuts. They're not, I'm not going to say they're like totally healthy snacks, right? Like in moderation, they're delicious. You know what I'm saying? All things. But trail mix. You ever had trail mix? Trail mix is really delicious. Very good stuff. They put they do peanuts and then they throw in raisins in there, maybe some like sunflower seeds or whatnot. Then they'll do. Why am I describing trail mix? You know what trail mix is, but all I'm trying to say is that that's a simple option. That's an easy thing. You know what I mean? A quick little amalgamation of mixed nuts and fruits and whatnot. You know what else there is for so if you want if you don't want to eat chips, right? Like there has to be a healthy chip alternative, you know what I'm saying? And there are, but sometimes they lack a little bit of flavor or they're like a little bland, and that's not always so bad. But anyways, what I'm talking about are the wheat thins or wheat thins. The wheat thins, I remember I tried them and I didn't exactly, they were my favorite at first. And then after a while, you start snacking on them little by little. You just get addicted to them. You're just like, I can't stop. It reminds me of Ritz crackers. You know what I mean? Ritz crackers are delicious. Don't get me wrong, but you have one of them, you're like, all right, that was just one. You know what I'm saying? That was really good. But then you have another one and then another one, and it's just you can't quit eating them. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a little slice of cheese on top of it, and then maybe a little. I'm basically talking about Lunchables, but all I'm trying to get at here is that the Ritz crackers and I feel like the wheat thins both have that same kind of appeal where it's once you get going on them, you're gonna keep on going and going and going. But the wheat thins are really good. They're a healthier alternative to basic potato chips and other stuff. So I feel like those, I haven't eaten those in a long time, but not that I'm saying I'm going to. I'm just, it's more so it's more so kind of just saying wheat thins are an option, and they're a good option. They're a pretty good one. Anyways, moving on. Better than that, I guess, or on another level is the veggie chips, the baked veggie chips. They have the veggie straws. So it's they do it Taki style, or it's whatever. It's just a straw, right? Oh, which reminds me of those cereal straws. You remember those cereal straws? They would have these Fruit Loops cereal straws. That was cool, because then you could drink the milk, and then you could have a little, you know what I mean? That was cool. That was a great idea. I guess it wasn't that great of an idea if they canceled it, but all I'm trying to get at here is that they were innovative back in the day. But was that? Oh yeah, veggie chips. Those, I can't say I've eaten a lot of them to be definitively be yeah, these are my snacks, or these are a top tier or go-to snack. I will say though, on the few occasions that I have had them, I didn't really complain. I wasn't like, oh man, this is disgusting or this is awful. It was just like, yeah, they're they're crispy, they're crunchy, they have a I don't know, a good amount of flavor to them, I guess. I think they're like they have some salt on them, but it's not like crazy, you know. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. That's all I can say. I don't really think they're like a favorite snack of mine, but if I had them around and I was like, you know what, I'm in the mood for something kind of like I'm in the mood for a quick little. I mean, they're all snacks. What am I talking about? Okay, all I'm trying to say is the veggie chips, the veggie straws, they're a good healthy option alternatively to potato chips and so on and so forth. And then for those trying to get buff, trying to get in shape, you got your protein bars, the those little protein packs I was talking about with the cheese, almonds, raisins, and so on. Like they have those cute little containers, and you like peel the plastic off, and you're like cheese, almonds, and then you get like a little bit of fruit in there, so they get raisins. You know what I mean? Cool stuff like that. And then the protein bars, they're just kind of like. I mean, I guess it depends on the flavor you get, but those ones are really snacks. I mean, you definitely could eat it as a snack, but it's also like a good meal alternative, I guess, or like a breakfast option to instead of eating like a whole meal, you just have like a protein bar and that's it. Stuff like that. Good choices. Those are some healthy options. I wouldn't say they're the healthiest, but they are options. Okay, you know what? Let's get to the real health of it all. Fruits. Fruits are a great option. Fruits are a top tier snack. If you've never had like a summer vacation and all you ate for snacks were fruits, you're missing out. All right, you're really missing out. And just like drinking water and being completely healthy, like that stuff is delicious. That stuff is like, it'll make you really appreciate it on a hot day. And then all of a sudden you get this cool and cold watermelon slices, and it's just like the perfect amount of sweet, and it's also got like that watermelon like watery crunch to it. It's just absolutely amazing. But anyways, fruits such as easy apples. Those are an amazing snack. You can survive off of apples for a long time, snack wise. They will carry you as far as you need to go. You know what I mean? They are definitely a good source to survive, and they're absolutely delicious. I mean, I usually get like, Honeycrisp apples are like the go-to, you know, but they all have their, green apples are nice as well. They have a nice sourness to them, and they're also like a lot more easier to identify, you know. But anyways, grapes. Yes, grapes are an amazing snack. I know whenever I see them or whenever they're gotten like really fresh and you eat one and they have like that perfect crisp, that, you know what I mean? Like that perfect like snap once you take a bite, and they're just absolutely delicious. I don't know. I don't think there's anything more like simple and more hands-on than those grapes. They're just full of flavor, and they're so small, and you just like, you want to keep on eating them and eating them and eating them until they're all gone, you know. It's just a fantastic little thing. And I sometimes think about like back in the day when people were just figuring out foods and whatnot, they found like these fresh grapes, and then they would just eat them off of the tree, not even like break a little piece off, or maybe they did, and it was just like a gigantic pile of them, and then they would feed it to like their goddess or whatnot, and that's how we all came up with the thing of like feeding people grapes that way. I don't know. There's also oranges. Oranges are very travel. You can travel with them. They're simple for kids. They have those little cuties. They're small, they're tiny, and they have like they're seedless, perfect for kids. Very sweet and with good flavor. So those are nice ones. Those are easy ones. And you can travel with them, so it's not like you make a huge mess with them. Whereas like the apple, you kind of have to like cut them and whatnot. Grapes are also, an easy one. Bananas are also really good. They could be a bit of a mess sometimes if you give it to your. I'm talking about kids, not myself. If you give it to like a kid or whatnot, and they like drop it, or they mess it up, or it can sometimes be a little bit of a mess. But mashed bananas, right? And maybe a little bit of peanut butter in there. Good stuff. Absolutely great. Or you just cut them into little pieces. That way they can eat them as they like. Another fruit that's perfect for snacking are peaches. Sometimes they give you sometimes you can go to the store and you can buy the diced peaches, but the best ones are like the fresh, delicious peach. Those are absolutely amazing. You can't go wrong with peaches. Strawberries, easy one. Watermelon, as I said before, but it has to be they have to be just ripe enough, and they have to be perfect. They have to really, I guess it also depends on the day and the time of the year, but summertime, that's where it really hits. And it just takes a little bit more prep because you have to cut it up and whatnot. Pineapple is also, you have to dice it up, but once it's done, oh my goodness, pineapple, so great. Definitely a top tier snack. There are vegetable snacks, although a lot of people, okay, hold on. Vegetable snacks are still snacks. They're great options, but more often than not, people will choose a veggie straw option, right? Like, so what I mentioned before was, you don't eat potato chips, you just have veggie straws. Like that's what people consider a substitute, as opposed to getting the actual vegetable itself. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, great vegetables are celery. Celery are a great vegetable option. You could put peanut butter on it, maybe like some hummus, or, most people tend to use hummus on the side of like vegetable kind of stuff. Ranch, I guess, but like little bits of it, not like a crazy thing. And the same applies to carrots, right? They also have these what's it called? Okay. Anyways, they have these peas. I'm not talking about like the singular little thing. I'm talking about like the actual pod, like the pod full of like peas in there. Those are really delicious. Those are like a great crisp to it, and I'm just saying they have good, they're really healthy and they're very crispy. So if you have like a crunch that you really want to have, those are definitely a great option. Are cucumbers are vegetables, are they? I'm gonna say cucumbers. Whatever. Cucumbers are amazing. You put some lemon on it, you put some like spices on that bad boy. they come out really good. And then you could also just do them plain with the hummus and the ranch and so on and so forth. Really, really a simple one. But you can have like some cucumber fries. Those are good. Okay, enough with the health stuff. The next snacky snack that you can have is basically, you could basically just have candy. Candy are an option. Candy is an option. What am I saying? I think my go-to candy is like Lifesavers. Just anything like gummy. I really like those. They just, I don't know what it is, but they're just like a delicious, gummy, sugary thing. And I really like the flavors. I don't know. Gummy fruits or gummy candy is always going to be like an elite candy. It's always going to be at the top. So there's also M&Ms, peanut or original. I also like the pretzel one. They put like a little tiny pretzel ball in there. I like those as well. So yeah, those three are my go-to M&Ms. Fruit by the foot. I mean, it's not like I get them all the time, but like if I were to, I would probably get like fruit by the foot as like a fun little thing here and there. Starburst. Starburst is another like, I mean, it's not gummy, but it's kind of that it has like that Laffy Taffy texture to it that I enjoy. Really nice. And then Jolly Ranchers, but not they have gummy ones of those too, and I'm sure those are great. But I like the hard candy ones because it's just like a mint or like something like that. You know what I mean? It's just a hard candy that I grew up with and that I really enjoy. So those ones are amazing. Now, oh my goodness, sorry. Another I guess snack option are, you could just have baked sweets or like little, I don't know, they're just little pastries, right? So one of them can be like those little brownies, you know what I'm talking about? Like those, man, I forget the name of the thing of it, but they're these little like kind of tiny cupcakes, and they're just like, they come out so perfect. I don't know what it is. They come out very soft and chocolatey. They have the right balance of like outside texture and then like a gooey center, but it also has like a soft center, not gooey. It's really soft on the inside, and just like, it could be really, it could be very chocolatey, but also like fluffy and nice. So it's not like you very well could eat like 50 of them in one go, but like it's more so maybe like after like a cheat day or like a cheat meal snack or whatever. It's just kind of like, okay, let's enjoy something sweet, and then you have that. Oreos are another. I mean, are they baked? They're not like the brownies where like you bake them, but they're cookies. So I was just kind of like, whatever, I'm putting them in here. Oreos are great. So are any other like cookie kind of like brand, I guess. I'm just putting it in here because it's a cookie, and like you can make your own cookies or whatnot. But I mean, I tend to stick with that. Anyways, there's also Rice Krispie treats. Now you can make them yourself. That is totally an option. But buying the little packages are also really good. And I put them in like the baked sweets because like you can bake these, or like, I guess not bake them. You put them on the stovetop, and then you melt the marshmallow, and then you add in the Rice Krispies. It really fits into like and more of like a sweet little extra treat, not as like a baked pastry. But I'm going to include it in this subcategory of sweet snacks. And then another big sweet, I'm going to say muffins. Muffins. Yeah, muffins. They're like a little side snack. They're just like a little, I mean, you could have a muffin for breakfast, but does a muffin equal a full meal? I think muffins are kind of like, they could be, they couldn't be, but it's like, they're kind of like cupcakes, you know what I mean? Or cupcakes, that's another one, but like, they're not really a full thing. They're just kind of like a little snacky snack option, and that definitely fits in there. Go-to muffin are probably blueberry muffins and banana nut muffins. Those are top tier. And then obviously chocolate chip or chocolate chip. So yeah, good one. Okay, last snacking options. Frozen treats. Frozen meaning you can get them in like the frozen aisle, I guess, or like they're cold is all I'm trying to get at here. Ice cream, like those little ice cream bars, right? Like those are little snacks that you can have later on, or a Klondike bar, right? Because it's more so like a small little thing, so it's just like every now and again. Or what about like a ice cream sandwich, right? Like those little ones. Great stuff. I feel like what are those dibs? The little dibs, the ice cream bites. Those are really good. They sell them at like the movie theater and stuff. But like, I don't want to get them because I'm afraid they'll melt too quickly, and I don't want them to melt. I don't want my hands to be all chocolatey. I mean, they're gonna get chocolate on them no matter what, but like, if I can avoid it as long as possible, but I don't want it to melt. So I rarely get it, but if I had it at like my house or whatever, and I could like have individual ones here and there, yeah, that's a good snack option, you know? Quick little ice cream treat. Let me think. Popsicle. A popsicle is like on a hot day, and you're like, you know what? I'm kind of like, need something to cool down, but I also want something to like candy. You know what I'm saying? So a popsicle is a good choice. They have those scribblers, those Crayola scribblers. Those ones, and they come with like a little joke in there. Like those are good ones. Those are pretty funny and perfect for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? So good ones. They also have like the low calorie ones, like the lime one, and like all of the other fruit flavored popsicles, like, and those ones are really good too. But I'm just saying, as like an alternative, healthier option, I guess, not so sugary. They also have these like it's like a frozen, not gelato. Is that what I'm thinking of? Ice shavings? No. All I'm trying to say is that they have these little cups, and then they'll put like frozen pineapple mush in there. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll give you like a spoon, and then that'll be like a snack. Is that like, yes, that's a snack, but is that like what category does that fall under? Is it like in a popsicle section? It has to be, right? Anyways, what else is there? There is frozen grapes. Yes. So I see this a lot. What people do is they'll take these big green grapes, they'll put them in like a little Tupperware, and then they'll freeze them, and then they'll eat it like that. I've never tried it myself, but that is definitely a frozen option, and I think it's possibly a good one. I I just tend to whenever I just tend to eat my fruits regular just by themselves, like no frozen to them. And if I do freeze fruits, it's mainly to make like a smoothie or like make like a shake or whatever. So it's not really I rarely ever eat like frozen fruit like that, but they say frozen grapes are an amazing choice, an amazing option. So definitely give it a shot, give it a try. But other than that, overall, when you're feeling snackish, you got so many options to choose from. You got chips, pretzels, goldfish, fruit snacks, peanuts, trail mix, wheat thins, veggie chips, veggie straws, protein bars, protein packs with cheese, almonds, and raisins. You got fruits like apples, grapes, oranges, bananas, the strawberries, watermelon, the pineapple, peaches, vegetables such as carrots and cucumbers and peas and celery. And then you got candy like Starburst, Jolly Ranchers, Fruit by the Foot, M&Ms, Lifesavers. And then you got like the little pastries, the little baked sweets and whatnot, like brownies, Oreos, muffins, the Rice Krispie treats. And then you got ice cream, popsicles, frozen grapes, so on and so forth. So you got a lot to choose from. So go snacking and have a good day. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys all next time. Thank you.